Hi, welcome back to our IT London Naked course or courses. For today, I will be showing you how to spin Azure function and how we can create app services, and the aim is to help you to spin your basically app within Azure. First of all, without further ado, let's log on to Azure so we can create the app services and some APIs. So go to portal. Sorry, portal.azure.com, and we log on, and okay, after you log on to your tenancy or to your tenant, your Azure, first thing you've noticed, I have added all my favorites on the left hand side panel, and you can see virtual machines. I've got my VS Visual Studio subscription. You can see app services, SQL database, Cosmo DP, and so on. And you can see app function. Now, for today, I mean, you can change the dashboard if you want to. This is not our objective for today. For today is to show you how we can create function apps or app services. Okay. So you can use the search here, and you can type function, and you can see here we go, app services and function apps. Okay, so all you can do on the left hand side, so I'm going to just pick here, you can see function applications or function apps. I have already created a couple of these. You can see IT Landy function apps and IT Landy, and I will show you. You can see this is UK West, this is West Europe, depend on the location you will be choosing. Now for the first one, let me show you what I have there at the moment. This is how it look, the function apps. You got your function, you got the proxy, you got the slots, and you can see taking time to load. Yeah, hopefully in your production environment it will be a bit faster. Now if you have noticed, it is read only, and the reason why read only, because I have deployed my application or my functions, you can see these functions, from Visual Studio to VSTS, and then from VSTS basically I've set up a CI/CD to push towards Azure. Takeaway is basically if you deploy from on-premise, which means it will be in read only. If you deploy cloud, it will be read and write. Now, however, you can change the settings, which I will show you for some of the functions. So I've created some of these settings for functions for submission, and I just show you. Like you can see, this is the, if I click on that one, it's function one. Take time to load. It's supposed to be faster. However, you can see the function, get function URL. You can see the function is nothing there special, and you can see the hierarchy of that function with the JSON file there. Yeah, and you can test as well. You can see what method you are doing, either post or get exactly, or you can run a query. You can add the header. I'm not going to talk about how you can basically set up header and post and get, maybe later on, but assuming you know how to write some .NET code or Java or other preferred options, and you can see the JSON template there. You got the integrate options, and again you can see there's a standard editor, so we can click on it and that will open the JSON editor for us. Okay, but before that, you can see there I'm currently in read only because of the sort of source control integration enabled. If you'd like to edit it here, all you have to do is go to the function settings, and you can see here read and write or read only. So I'm just going to change it to read and write just to show you the options. Again, it might be a bit faster in your environment. You can see the hotkeys while we're waiting. I have created other functions, so I have been working on some of the project delivery for some customers, and some they have the one I've worked on like nearly 21 or 22 functions we have created, and they getting longer and more as well. Okay, you can see this upgrade. Just to let you know, I was working on a project, and I think there was something around upgrade from backend which caused some issues to us. So please pay attention to these messages as well. Yeah. Then we move to the next one. Sorry, we go back to here. You can see now I can basically change. I can see the hierarchy again. You can upload, download, or you can add, or you can test as well. Yeah. So you can run as well, and if this is success or fail, you know, and you can manage it. If I go to the second one, that one you can see same thing. You go to function settings, and you can change it if you choose, if you wish to read and write. Okay, so this is the function at the moment what I have. Let's have a look how we can create one. Okay, this is the platform. You can see under the platform all the features for function apps, yeah, general settings, networking, APIs, and so on. I will walk you through all of these settings in more deep dive proper course with proper sort of presentation against each one of these, and then we can do the practical side of it. But for today, it's all about creating a practical, and sort of like overview for us. You can see here if you want to restart it, or do capturing, and you can download the app content for your website. Okay, these are the settings. Now, if I go back to the function app here, if noticed, I've got some license here. And the second part is this one here. You can see it's another functions. I've got two deployed, yeah, and you can see it's exactly the same. It's a bit slow, but at least you can see it's green running. You can do. I've added some course as well, cross functions, and URL here. If I want to browse to it, you can see the groups. Like I click on it. And this is supposed to be, here we go, your function app is up and running, and you can basically add and create. And with this one here, if you remember, I've got this one here again, same is up and running. Happy with the basically the settings. At the moment we have two of these functions. If I just ignore this one, go up there, go to app services, and you can see there under the app services depend on your subscription. So I've got to IT Landy IT function apps. I can add a new one, and okay, what exactly trying to do, trying to add function app. Here we go under the app services, and you can just create, give it a name, what you want to call it. I will call it maybe just IT Landy just function 2, and you pick up the right subscription. Would you like to use an existing resource group or create a new one? I'm just gonna, usually I create one just to match that one. Here's the apps location. You can see the central US. You can create a new one if you choose to, and you can select, for example, let's we go down. I'm gonna use North Europe maybe, and the tier, I'm gonna go for the basic one, and this is more than what I need. But in your scenario, it's a test environment. If I click test environment, you can see up to total 100 ECU. This is the spec of the machine, hosting your environment. You can see domain, certificate, scale up, scale down, memory, and the resource and storage. If you're gonna go for production, you can see different. This is the basic one, and it goes up to 840 total ECU. And look at the RAM here, 443. This is really big, and I think costs a lot as well. And you go other options here for you. So pick and choose which one work for you based on your requirements. Again, you can scale up, scale down, and you can change your requirements, or you can do isolated network, and that will give you other functions. And you can see there integration with private sort of cloud, single tenant systems, your own VNet, and storage if you choose to. Okay, so these are the options that are available for us. I can go for this one. This is more than what I need, and I say apply for us. Okay, so estimate is £25 per month, and it is an ACVS compute. It is a test environment, so it should be fine. apply. Basic as well, apply. And oh, sorry, the service plan. Let's just call it IT Landy F2. I'm just going to call F2, same to be matching. Okay to this. Now I got my IT Lindy service plan in Europe, and what exactly you're going to run here? Is it JavaScript or .NET? Okay, so if you want to do some JavaScript with Node.js and other stuff, you can pick up that one. If you would like to run .NET project or activities, then that will be same thing apply to Windows or Linux. Now if you'd like to automate, here we go, automation option. You will get a JSON file, parameters, and if you want to use it or not, or you can deploy it that way. Okay, you can say deploy. That will use, you can see the template, and it is same basically. So I'm just going to ignore that template at the moment. I'm just show you through the GUI, which is similar to that one. So let's cancel that one and cancel the template. Yeah, validation successfully, then just create. Simple as that. We have just created the function app. I'll show you how that. Okay, deployment in progress. You can click on it and see what's happening. We created on create, and here we go. It's on preview. You can be patient and wait if you choose to, or you can see the deployment for us. Here we go, 32 seconds, 34 start time, and you can download the deployment details, resource groups, and you can see an additional resource associated with your web application. Okay, you can see the input, and you can see the output, and you can see the template. Okay, this is exactly what I showed you earlier. So let's close that one, and again, app services. At the moment, you can see I've got only 2 running. Refresh, not yet there. This is just resource groups. Do we have resource group now? Yeah, you can see it's IT Landy F2. Deployment successfully, it's finished. So let's go again to our, where it is, app services. Okay. And I'm just, these are my app services environment, and this is the app services. Okay, here we go. I got my IT Landy F2. It's up and running. You can see it's North Europe, and you can see the app subscription. Click on it, and it's similar to the one I've showed you earlier. Here, up and running, and you can see there function proxies slot. If you'd like to add functions to your app services, here we go. Click on the add, and you can see new function. What exactly you're trying to do, either triggering activities, querying, or service bus queue for automation, blob storage, Cosmo DP, hub, Internet of Things, and so on. Durable functions, and you got these options. Yeah, so it's quite, I mean, the one I will show you later on is around graph APIs, and here in particular you can see it's using some it's getting more these libraries. Well, the one I've created, or main focus, they're all around the HTTP trigger, now the most common one I will say. And what exactly you do, for example, authorized level, anonymous or admin, you can see function if you choose to. That give it name. Okay, just create it, and you can see here I've got an HTTP trigger. When that finish, you will get a template. Here's a trip template. I've got my header, query, and again I got my structure as well. Yeah, JSON with the run. Okay, at the moment there's nothing there, but we can click run. You can click run, and you can see your function. What happened exactly? Here we go. Name is Azure, and you can do post or just get and test. Here we go. Succeeded your request. Executing, and you can either pause it, clear it, or you can always go to the console and you can see the logs. Okay, you can, every time you see run, same thing is happening. Okay, So uh, that's the plan for today, basically. Hopefully you've learned something useful. I mean, later on, what I will be showing you, and you can do some API connection. We can connect APIs to our function. We'll talk about API management, and we will talk about I got API management service here. You can see API management. We'll talk about that one later on, and we'll see how we can connect our APIs, service fabric. Oh, sorry, apologize. Coming from out app services, API, SQL, and other service integration. Yeah, that's all what I had for you for today. Hopefully, you've learned something useful, and I shall see you at the next basically session. Thank you. Goodbye.